have OKBABY here. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. That's not. We'll go into conversation.
Okay.
We're live.
Okay. Oh, we're live.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
So, in case you didn't catch that, we have OKBABY here at the
Hello.
DSC House. Hello.
Hello.
I love that I'm like screaming loud and baby is asleep.
He's used to it. We do these live chats all the time, and we get like one time we were like dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Our neighbor saw from across the way, and he was sleeping, and we were just loving.
see it.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry. I'm getting new to this. I'm new to live chat, and then I'm also new to, well, motherhood soon. So, what do I have to expect in 5 months?
A lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun.
Yeah, I don't know. What I always tell people is kind of it's not as hard as I expected it to be. Like, I feel like motherhood is made to be this, like, you're going to be running around, you're not going to have time to take a bath, like, everything is about yourself. And, like, you do have time to yourself. Like, at first, the baby actually sleeps, like, 95% of the time. You can do whatever you want for that amount of time. But, I mean, it does get hard, but I do think it's made out to be something a lot harder than what it is.
Yeah.
See, I'm agreeing with this though. I kind of am.
Yeah.
Like 90% of the time, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'll have moments. 2 days ago, pregnancy kicked my butt, and I was like, "This is a hard day." But generally, and then I'm like, "Am I getting that because I've been like, oh, it's not that bad?"
Oh, yeah.
I think it is a mentality too. Like, if you like think something is bad, then you're gonna notice all the bad things about it. You know?
Totally.
So, but my pregnancy was hard, like for me. Like, I didn't do well because I just like ate all the time and became kind of depressed because of it. But then once I had my son, then I was like, okay, like just get out of this like mode, and that helped a lot. So I do think mentality is a huge part of it.
Yeah.
Mentality in life.
Yeah.
So important. And probably a lot of people who are, well, some people are like, I don't know if they want to hear what you're saying or not saying because they want, if you're 18, 19, you're thinking about having a kid, they'd rather you be a little bit more apprehensive about it because it's so overwhelming. But,
Everyone gives their 2 cents because we're so young. Everybody.
Yeah.
I get it. I get what the stereotype is when it comes to all of that, but I think that doesn't mean every single person is like that. Like, stereotypes are stereotypes, and statistics are statistics, whatever, but you don't have to be a part of that, and that was kind of my mentality about it, is like, I don't care if I'm 5 years old or I'm 50 years old, like, I feel like I can do it, and I feel like that's what matters.
And you can, you did. Okay, you guys are getting a ton of love right now. Everyone loves you and thinks you're so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out from Nebraska. And Christina is asking who your YouTube best friends are.
My YouTube best friend is Kyra.
Yeah, Kyra and Oscar from KK and Baby J, definitely. I don't actually know a lot of other YouTubers just because we live in Montana. We don't get the chance to like go out and meet anybody. So hopefully VidCon will be fun for those reasons.
Yeah, I was about to say, tomorrow in the next couple days, that's going to change.
Yeah, definitely.
That's going to change. If you guys don't know at home, VidCon happens tomorrow and the next through Saturday.
Yeah.
So
I'm nervous. I feel like I don't know how to act around, especially a lot of the YouTubers we're gonna see are people I was fans of. So I have to act friendly, but really I want to be like, oh my god, I want you.
yeah, well, it'll be probably a little bit overwhelming. And you're gonna have Levi with you the whole time.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're definitely gonna have to go upstairs multiple times throughout the day and like take naps. All of us.
Are you guys excited to meet anyone there?
Oh yeah.
Well, just our bug buddies in general. But
buddies,
like a YouTuber, I don't know. Are you excited?
There's, I'm excited to see like Acacia, if you guys watch her on YouTube, and Crazy Ray Ray. We've been wanting to meet for a long time.
Oh yeah.
So that's exciting. So pretty much just like the whole James Grant. I've been watching a lot of the James Grant people like a long time.
For you guys who don't know, that's their managers who had been here on set, making sure that we at DSC are, you know,
Taking care of us.
Yes. Okay, questions. How much? Taylor wants to know how much growth do you think you two will go through in the next year?
The next year, I'm hoping maybe double.
I'm hoping that maybe double. I feel like that's a good goal considering how much time it took us to get this far. I think that's a good reachable goal. but I don't. Our goal, we make goals, but I don't like them to get to our heads.
No,
Because if it doesn't happen, I feel like Oscar would be very sad and feel like he failed. So it's important to us, but it's not like if we don't do it.
We already met our YouTube goal. Like 10,000 subscribers was our life goal. And we made it,
which is funny because now with almost 400,000, it's like 10,000 was your goal, and you
Yeah,
had like a lot more than that. But that just shows how like that's how we feel too.
Crazy.
Like, oh my
Unbelievable,
gosh,
And how long? When did you guys start? Well, was it
May 2015, I believe.
Well, you were kind of announcing like how big were you then? How
I was
far
13
along?
weeks.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
That was our first.
No,
pregnancy.
1, 2, 3's couple tag, and then 13-week pregnancy.
Yeah, but I think I was still 13 weeks pregnant when we filmed the 1, 2, 3 couples tag. So yeah, I wish we would have started before that. We did consider it like right when we found out I was pregnant at like 3 or 4 weeks. So I wish I would have announced it then because we could go back and like
see farther, more memories.
Yeah. But you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What you get? Well, some questions are you gonna have another one?
In the future?
And I got a question here from Amy Harris. Do you want Levi to become? What do you want him to become when he's older? So
I want him
is
to
that a
become an
YouTuber?
I would like him to do YouTube, but it's not something that because we do it, we'd be like, do YouTube, like whatever he wants to do. But other than that, I feel like I want him to do something outdoors. Like I know that's not usually like a parent goal. They say like doctor, dentist, but like I feel like he would love to do something outdoors. And I think that you need to do something that you love. Like regardless of the amount of money you're making, if you don't do something you love, then it's how do you do it every day? Like I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Right, and I think that that's like something you think about. Like you really want your kid to just be happy. I know that sounds super cliche.
But yeah, it's so true. Like you don't care what. I mean, I care what choice he makes. I don't want him to like be homeless because that's what he wants. Like if that's what he wanted for himself.
That is outside.
If that's what he wanted for himself, like I would be like, you should really consider other options. But he needs to. I understand he needs to be able to provide for himself, but I don't. He doesn't necessarily need to be a millionaire just because.
Okay, here is a question. Do you ignore the hate comments, people judging your parenting skills? Sorry, I can't see who that was from because there's so many coming through.
I know, it goes so fast.
But yeah, we do ignore the hate comments because why pay attention to them?
To be honest though, Oscar is really good at that. I've had a few times where things are said about Levi. I don't care if things are said about me or my hair, or like I don't care. But when it comes to saying stuff about babies, like I just don't understand it. That doesn't process in my mind how you can leave a comment about an 8-month-old being so rude. Like it just kind of shows something about you, not about Levi. Like it reveals something about the person leaving the hate comment. But as we grow, we get more hate comments because you have a larger number of people watching. And I think you just have to remember, like, why are you gonna let them ruin, you know, your mood in the way that you feel? So I have struggled with it in the past, but Oscar's constantly reminding me, and I'm constantly reminding myself that there's so many other positives that like you can't sit there and read all the negative. You'll drive yourself nuts.
And why spend the time responding to the negative comments when all the nice people are like, they deserve to be responded to, not the mean people.
Yeah, no, that doesn't even, then you're just, that's what they want, is for you to acknowledge and respond. And I think it is, it makes sense to me that, like, as a female, it would hit a little bit harder because, I think that it's, like, really easy. You get, like, people are really quick to say, not a good mom. Dad, people, like, even, like, going to the doctors, like, a dad goes to one doctor visit, he's a good dad, and it's like, I'm the female, I've got to go to every doctor's visit.
It's expected of a woman.
Well,
totally.
Our biggest thing on YouTube is that I don't spend enough time with Levi, which me and Oscar always kind of chuckle about because Oscar always records when he's playing with Levi. Oscar's like the main vlogger, I guess you could say. He always puts up the camera. I'm not one to do that. So every time I'm playing with Levi, I don't record it. And I think some people don't process, like, okay, it's only 18 minutes of 24 hours. Maybe she's just not playing with him on camera. And plus, I took care of him every day by myself for like 5-6 months while he worked every day. So I don't know. I just think that's kind of funny when we get that comment. That one doesn't hurt my feelings. It's just like, okay, this is clearly your first video. And, like,
that's so good that you can just let it kind of roll off your back like that.
No, but it's funny too because, oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say already.
You being an involved dad,
or
at least looking that way. I'm joking.
We don't record when Levi's grumpy and she's taking care of him. I normally I'm not good at taking care of him when he's like very upset. So she does all that, but we don't want to record him being grumpy because who wants to watch a grumpy baby?
Yeah, like a screaming baby.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I've watched you, and you're always like swooping in and looking after him. Like you are really good. I watched a video last night where you woke him up from a nap just because you wanted to see him, and I'm like, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's how exactly I felt. Except it was a little more loud what I felt. But I think that's the thing. Like dads are always kind of like the fun, playful, and the moms are like the no, don't do that. And some people are like, oh, she's just always telling them what to do, but I'm mom. Like that's what I'm supposed to do. Is like Oscar, be careful. Levi, don't touch that. Like that's my job as a mom. So if anything, you're telling me I'm doing something correctly. You know what I mean?
I've got a question for you, talking about what your advice and such. Ariana wants to know what hints you were talking about on Twitter.
Oh gosh, we can't talk about that yet.
Yeah.
Oh, fine then.
I'll let you guys know. Yeah.
Jordan wanted to know if it's weird having so many people tune in your personal life.
No.
It's not weird, but sometimes it can make things sensitive because things like this, where the announcement we want to make in 3 weeks, people might feel hurt that we don't share it right away. And you guys will understand what I'm talking about when it happens, but as of right now, since you don't know, some people are like, you don't tell us anything. And it's like some things you do keep to yourself, even in real life. Some things you keep to yourself until you're ready to announce it.
To your friends and stuff.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, I think that's the hardest part, is trying to not get people's feelings hurt and trying to, I feel like we're always over-explaining.
Trying to keep a little bit of a personal life.
Yeah.
Not show
Like we
everything.
definitely don't ever have time for ourselves, and I feel like we need to take that time, especially with like the things happening with like Jesse and Gina, which is really unfortunate. We're taking that and learning from it, and like I even told Oscar, I think we need to like take not a day off YouTube, but like a few hours on like a weekend and like go out to eat and not vlog any of it, because everything we do, every single day, we vlog, and like we never do it by ourselves.
Well, we had Sly Fox family here yesterday, and you guys at home, you're gonna see when we've got OKBABY app going out, they're gonna be sitting on a bench that Sly Fox built yesterday. So it's like a whole family affair here. But that's what they were saying. Hannah and I can't remember his name because I'm 5 months pregnant, but they were saying like they work together. They have their Sly Fox threads. Then they YouTube constantly, all the time together, and there's never a time. Yeah, and then you've got 2 kids on top of it, so that's
and you can't help but let it get to your head. Like it's your business, and the more you work at it, the more money you make. So it's hard not to be like obsessed with it. But I think they always tell you don't go into business with family. So it is hard, and that's why people say it, and that's why me and Oscar really have to learn, because we still aren't very good at it, to be honest, and we're still learning to have a personal life, like a me and you life outside of YouTube, because YouTube is our life. Everything, like if you didn't know us,
it's our passion.
You could know everything about us. If you watch our YouTube channel, you know all of our darkest secrets.
Well, it is your life, and then it's also literally your life, like you're saying. It's a ton of commitment. I know, because we're about to put out shows every day. It's a lot of work. People don't. But you want it, it's your passion, and
it's worth it in the end. But sometimes it gets difficult.
Someone's asking about your shirts coming out. Jessica Venice. Will you make phone cases?
We're not doing phone cases. We're going to do coffee mugs, I believe, hopefully. And we're going to do t-shirts. But the t-shirt process is taking some time because we did do the custom design of Levi coming out of the pocket. It's just taking a little bit longer. Hopefully not a year, obviously. But it is going to take some time. I will announce it, of course, like on social media when it does happen.
Cool. Well, we got you guys today with some coffee stuff.
Yes.
We had you that little coffee mug. I'm just going to do a pan down there. You guys will see more about that, as well as the Darth Vader humidifier. And you're in a t-shirt right now, Oscar, from the DSC store.
It's really soft.
It is. I like it. It's comfy too, breathable.
Yay! Yeah, it's a really nice cotton. So yeah, we'll be letting all you guys know when your show is coming out. But so you guys are gonna go out in the extreme heat after this, and go to the beach, and see the crazy people in Venice.
Yes, that's always fun though. Easy entertainment.
It is very entertaining. Okay, I should let you guys eat the lunch that has arrived. But one last question. From Jessica Brooms, are you guys planning on taking Levi to Disneyland while you're here?
We have planned it. We're debating it kind of. If we do, it's going to probably be like Saturday early morning or Saturday afternoon. I want to, but Disney prices like skyrocketed, and Levi is not gonna remember 1 second of any of it.
And it's
so
hot. It's
it
super
depends
hot.
on like the weather, and if we have something else to do, we probably do that instead. But
The weather for sure, that's a big one. Even though they spray that water, like they kind of like cool the air over at Disneyland, but
it's still so hot.
And for a little baby,
yeah. So it just really depends. I've heard it's supposed to be like in the 90s, which is still pretty hot. But 2 days ago it was like 107, and I was just like roasting on a barbecue. Like, that was.
It's not even fun then. Like there's
you just want to lay down and sleep right there.
The only good thing would be no one else would go out, so there'd be no lines for the rides.
No, that is.
But
we were gonna go on Sunday, but it's actually like Disney Day for VidCon, so that would be a lot of people. So we'd rather do Saturday, but I don't know. We'd only do like half day. That's what I mean too. Like we'd only go for half a day, and that is it's like I think it's like $150 to $200 for 1 day for half a day, because we'd only be there for half a day, and we'd pay that much for each of us, and that's just like that's
for him not to remember it and not to really enjoy it. It's not really worth it.
And we're moving right now, so there's so many things we're working on that Disney's just like fun. If we fit it in, we fit it in. If we don't, it's okay.
all right. Well, I don't know. We just shot something about how being a kid. We just try to show you guys. We'll let you know when it goes out about like adult toys and like kids are a great excuse to be a kid again. Disneyland. I mean, I'm in my early 30s now, and I'd still go to Disneyland any day.
I like Disneyland, but just the waits.
But the waits, and that's expensive. And if you're moving house, it's expensive.
Oh yeah. We're moving this month too, so it's not like we are doing it in the next few months. Like we're going home and then we're turning around and driving back.
Are you guys gonna stay in Montana though?
No, we're moving to Salt Lake City, Utah.
Oh.
8 hours closer to LA for more family.
Can I ask why?
Closer to family.
I hate Montana.
You're over it.
To do.
There's nothing to do. No, it's just I grew up there and I didn't like it. And then when I moved here and I lived here for quite a while, like middle school and high school. And then we moved back to Montana for financial purposes. But I don't care if it's $5. Like I do not want to live there anymore. Like I just it's something I've always been open about. Like it's just not really a positive place for me. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Well, cool. We're glad to have you guys closer.
Thank you.
Hopefully that means we can have you back at the house at DSC really soon. And yeah, we might even have some more clothes. Who even knows, Levi, what size you'll be. So yeah, cool. So we're glad to have you guys closer. And so lots of love you had from all of your fans.
Thank you guys.
Yes. All right, cool. And I'm sure they'll be checking you guys out at VidCon.
Yep. Hopefully we get to meet you guys. We're so excited to meet you. So excited.
Awesome.
Okay,
All right.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.